Could the Israel-Iran conflict trigger a global catastrophe? It's a question that's been echoing around the world. Picture this: a scenario where oil prices soar, economies wobble, and geopolitical alliances are tested to their limits. The Israel-Iran conflict isn't just a regional concern. Its implications ripple across the globe, threatening international peace. From the economic impacts that could trigger a global recession, to the geopolitical shifts that could redefine alliances. To understand the stakes, we first need to delve into the origins of the conflict. The Israel-Iran conflict didn't materialize out of thin air. It's a complex saga, deeply rooted in history and heavily influenced by geopolitical interests. So let's take a stroll down memory lane to uncover the genesis of this conflict. The historical tensions between Israel and Iran can be traced back to the mid-20th century. Post-World War II, while the world was being carved into new geopolitical territories, the State of Israel was established, a move that didn't sit well with its Middle Eastern neighbors. Iran, however, enjoyed cordial relations with Israel until the late 70s. The game changer was the Iranian Revolution of 1979. The overthrow of the Shah and the establishment of an Islamic Republic in Iran marked the end of their alliance with Israel. Iran's new leadership saw Israel as an illegitimate state and a threat to the Islamic world. Fast forward to the 21st century, Iran's nuclear ambitions became a cause for concern. Israel, along with several international powers, feared that Iran's nuclear program wasn't purely peaceful as claimed. This suspicion led to a series of international sanctions against Iran, further straining the relationship between the two nations. In the recent past, the tensions escalated into open conflict. Iran's alleged support for anti-Israel groups and its military presence in Syria, right at Israel's doorstep, has been a significant bone of contention. Israel, on the other hand, has allegedly conducted covert operations against Iran's nuclear program, further fueling the conflict. Now, let's not forget the role of international powers in this conflict. The U.S., a staunch ally of Israel, has been instrumental in imposing sanctions against Iran. Russia, on the other hand, has been a key ally for Iran, supporting its nuclear program and its stance in the Middle East. This intricate web of historical tensions and geopolitical interests set the stage for the current conflict. But how did these tensions escalate into a full-blown conflict? As we delve deeper into the narrative, a crucial turning point emerges. Iran, in a retaliatory move, launched a series of missile and drone attacks on Israel. This wasn't just a simple tit-for-tat. It was a calculated move, a chess play in the grand game of geopolitics. The missile attack, while largely intercepted, revealed chinks in the armor of Israel's defense system. The implications of this aren't just localized. The world watched as one of the most sophisticated defense systems was tested and found wanting. The attack was a clear message from Iran, a statement of their capabilities and a demonstration of their resolve. But it wasn't just about the message, it was about the method. The attack mirrored Russia's tactics in targeting Ukraine. It was a strategy designed to overwhelm air defenses, to clear the path for the harder-to-intercept ballistic missiles. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a bigger picture, a reflection of a global shift in warfare tactics. Experts, those who spend their lives studying the ebb and flow of conflict, warn of the lessons Iran could learn from this attack. They caution that Iran could use the knowledge gleaned from this initial assault to plan more effective strikes in the future. The threat isn't just imminent, it's evolving, adapting to the countermeasures put in place. This escalating conflict doesn't just impact the nations directly involved. It strains international relationships, testing alliances and partnerships. It could strain Russia's relationship with Iran, impacting their ability to support each other in a wider war. It's a ripple effect, with the potential to cause waves across the international community. Such escalating confrontations only serve to push the conflict further into dangerous territory, a territory where the stakes are high and the consequences far-reaching. It's a territory that the world watches with bated breath, hoping for resolution but preparing for escalation. So, what could this mean for the rest of the world? Let's delve into the potential global implications of the Israel-Iran conflict. One of the immediate and tangible impacts could be on oil prices. With the Middle East being a significant hub of the world's oil supply, any conflict in this region has the potential to cause major disruptions. Imagine if oil prices were to surge to an eye-watering $150 a barrel. This could cause a ripple effect, leading to a surge in the prices of everyday commodities and services around the globe. The domino effect wouldn't stop there. Market volatility could skyrocket, causing financial conditions to tighten. We could see stocks potentially falling by as much as 20% and witness the US dollar strengthening. This might sound like good news for the dollar, but it could be catastrophic for developing economies that hold debt in dollars, leading to a potential global recession. All this could force central banks worldwide to respond by easing policy faster. However, don't expect zero rates. The Fed, for instance, is expected to keep interest rates high, with a 98% chance rates will stay above 4% by the end of next year. Now let's talk international relations. The conflict between Iran and Israel could strain international alliances, particularly those involving Russia. This could potentially trigger a wider war, the consequences of which are too dire to even contemplate. And let's not forget, social media misinformation during such conflicts can also impact foreign policy responses, which are being closely monitored around the globe. Misinformation can escalate tensions and make diplomatic resolutions even more challenging. The Israel-Iran conflict is not just a regional issue, it's a global one, and its resolution, or lack thereof, will undeniably shape the future of the world. In the face of such a complex and volatile situation, one question remains. This question, which we posed at the outset, is not just a rhetorical device, but a call to action for global leaders. Its answer will shape the course of history. The Israel-Iran conflict isn't just a regional issue. It's a global one, with potential ramifications that could reverberate across continents. It's a stark reminder of the necessity for dialogue, diplomacy, and ultimately, a peaceful resolution. The stakes are high and the world watches anxiously, hoping for peace in a region long plagued by conflict.